All right, everyone, get ready because today we are going to dive into the world of AI outreach.
Oh, yeah.
And let me tell you something. This is some seriously next level stuff, all right?
Okay.
We're talking about personalized emails, like really personalized.
Yeah.
Crafting those perfect podcast interview questions that really hook people.
Right.
And basically setting up this whole system where you're like effortlessly attracting the exact people you want to connect with.
It's amazing how well this works, too.
Isn't it wild?
It really is, especially now when everyone's just like drowning in generic outreach messages.
Honestly.
It's all about cutting through that noise and, really grabbing their attention.
Yeah, it's like finding that like handwritten note in a stack of junk mail, And you know what? We actually found this awesome YouTube video where this expert walks us through like his exact process for making this happen.
Nice.
And he uses this combo of tools, right? Apollo, SendGrid, Namecheap, and Persona.
Oh, wow.
To just like put it all together.
Wow, that's a lot.
It is, but it's so cool. So are you ready to jump in?
I am. Let's do it.
Okay, so let's start with Apollo.
Okay.
This tool is basically like having like a super powered research assistant whose only job is to find your perfect audience.
Yeah, and you can target people super specifically. Like you can get granular with it.
Oh, totally.
Like their industry, what their job title is, even how fast their company is growing. So you're finding the people who are most likely to actually care about what you're doing.
Right, you're not just like throwing something out into the void and hoping for the best.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Laser focused.
It's like laser-focused outreach.
Yeah, and once you've found all those ideal people, you need a way to, actually reach them.
Yeah.
And that's where SendGrid comes in because its email deliverability is really good, like top notch.
Ooh, okay, so it's like having that direct line to your audience's inbox.
Exactly.
I like it.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
Before you go full AI with it, he talks about warming up your email domain, right?
Oh, okay. What's that?
Yeah, so you don't want to just walk into a party and blast your message through a loudspeaker right away.
That makes sense.
You've got to warm up the room a bit.
Right.
So he starts by sending out this non-AI podcast invitation to his list.
Okay.
And he's got a really simple subject line.
What is it?
He says, invitation to discuss, and then he puts in brackets their company, and brackets vertical, and then on my podcast.
Okay, so it's personal, it's
Right.
relevant,
Yeah.
and it doesn't feel salesy at all.
Exactly.
I like that a lot.
It's really clever because he's sending these out from a brand new domain, right? So if he's got a high open rate on those podcast invites, it shows the email providers like Gmail, Outlook, all those,
Yeah.
that he's legit,
He's not spam.
He's not spam.
Okay, so it's like building that trust early on
Okay.
so that when you do start with the AI stuff,
Right.
it's more likely to actually get to people.
It's all about that foundation.
That's brilliant. I like that a lot. Okay, so we're warming up. We're building that trust. Now let's get to the fun part.
Yes.
Let's talk about the AI magic.
All right. So imagine this. You're scrolling through your inbox and you see an email that mentions your company name. Okay, we've all seen that. But then it also mentions this super specific niche thing that you're known for.
Okay, now that's impressive.
Yeah, you're going to stop and read that?
I would for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he actually shows examples in the video of how it can do this.
No way.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So it's not just like we're swapping out a name here and there. It's like it actually understands and can create.
It gets it.
Yeah.
It understands.
And it's wild.
It's like having a copywriter for every single person you're emailing.
Oh my gosh. Okay. This is already blowing my mind.
Right.
And we haven't even talked about how he uses it for the podcast questions. Right?
Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
So instead of asking those same generic questions everyone asks, he's using AI to come up with stuff that's specific to each guest's experience.
Oh, wow.
Really, really personalized to them.
So you're more likely to get a yes, but you're also going to have a way better conversation.
Exactly, because think about it from the guest's point of view.
Right.
They're going to feel so much more valued.
They feel seen.
Yeah, when you're asking them really thoughtful questions that are tailored just for them.
It's all about those connections, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, this is incredible, and we haven't even gotten to, the step-by-step of how he sets this whole thing up.
I know, right?
You ready to jump into that?
Let's do it. So he walks us through his whole process.
Okay.
Step by step.
No way. It's like we're looking right over his shoulder.
Pretty much. And he even tells us the exact plans he uses.
Oh, snap. All right, I'm ready. What's first?
Okay, so for Apollo, he recommends the Pro plan.
Okay.
It's $100 a month.
Okay, so not exactly chump change, but
No, but think about it.
yeah,
You get access to this massive database of leads.
right.
You can send thousands of emails every single month.
So it's like for the price of like, I don't know, one really nice dinner,
Right,
you
exactly.
could have this whole system set up.
Yeah, it could pay for itself so many times over.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Okay, what about, was it SendGrid?
SendGrid, yeah, he uses their Essentials 50K plan, which is about $20 a month.
Wait, so for like the price of a couple movie tickets, I could have these two tools.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's way more affordable than I thought.
right.
Okay, this is awesome.
And he doesn't just stop there.
What else? There's more.
Oh, yeah, he even breaks down how to set up domains and email addresses using Namecheap, which is super affordable, too.
Okay, so he's like giving us all the ingredients and the recipe.
And showing you exactly how to bake the cake.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so walk me through it. What's next?
He really breaks it down like how setting up custom fields within Apollo is super important for importing all that personalized data that Persana's generating.
So it's like creating that bridge between the different tools.
Exactly, so they can talk to each other.
Yes, I love it.
And he talks about, like, really double-checking the data at each step.
Oh, okay.
Like, he'll download a sample of the AI-generated responses, look them over,
Yeah.
before he uploads the whole thing to Apollo just to make sure it's all good.
Smart. So it's like a quality control checkpoint.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, this is seriously impressive stuff.
Right.
But it makes you wonder,
What's that?
if AI can do all this, personalize emails, write podcast questions, what else could we use it for? Like, what if it could write blog posts
Oh, man.
or social media updates?
Whoa.
What if it could write entire books?
It's kind of crazy to think about.
It really is. It's like makes you rethink how we work, how we create,
Hold
how
on.
we even like connect with each other.
For sure. And it reminds me of, like, when the internet first came out, you know?
Yes.
Everyone was like, oh, this is going to change everything.
Totally.
And it did.
It did.
And this feels like that.
Yeah, it feels like we're on the edge of something really big.
Yeah, for sure. And just like the internet, there are going to be some bumps in the road, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Which is why it's so important to talk about this stuff now.
Exactly.
So as we wrap up our AI outreach deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to leave you with this.
Okay.
We've seen how AI can be used to personalize things, right?
Right.
But what if we could use it to, like, I don't know, bridge the divides between people?
Oh, wow.
You know, could it be a tool for empathy
That's a good question.
instead of just automation?
Yeah,
Right. Something to think about.
definitely.
Okay, well, on that note, we're going to wrap it up there, folks.
So awesome.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.
See ya.